Hey everybody, thanks for clicking on Liz the One TV. I'm your girl Liz the One, your gossip diva, okay? And I'm about to gossip like a diva all over this subject, okay? So today I want to talk to you about this claim that Umar Johnson made.
Today, May the 4th of 2020, we have regained our tax-exempt status, and beginning with your 2020 taxes, when you do the taxes for this year, next year, you can now claim your FDMG donations on your tax return, brothers and sisters. That's right. Start keeping track of your donations because we have been approved. We are now tax exempt.
Okay, so I want to talk about how Umar Jermaine Shoemake Johnson told a half truth, okay? I thought somebody else would have brought it up, more than likely make a change, but that's okay. It's all good. That's what we're here for, to bring up, you know, things that other people don't notice, or maybe it might have slipped by, okay? So now, or maybe you did mention it, but I'm going to mention it anyway. So now, I could talk to you about how he said that he wanted to take back the streets and how he wanted to lead a revolution. And now that it's here, he's given this excuse right here.
For you, what they did for COVID quarantine. Because you're too afraid to be part of an all-black march. Because you're too afraid to be a part of an all-black movement. Because you're too afraid to be part of an all-black cause, and you think I was going to run down there with a bunch of multiculturals? Y'all look at me like I'm crazy. I'm from another planet when it comes to y'all. I'm from planet Garvey when it comes to y'all. I'm from planet Malcolm when it comes to y'all. I'm from planet Nkrumah when it comes to y'all. I'm from planet Dean Kamathi and Robert Sobukwe when it comes to y'all. And Sekou Touré.
But that's another video for another day, and I'll get straight to the point. I tagged Anti-Afro Svengalis, Lennon Honor, aka Lenore Honor, and Make a Change. Whenever you get a chance to bring this up or bring this to people's attention on your platforms, because your platforms may be larger than mine, please do so if you have time, okay? So the half truth about FDMG being tax deductible is this. True. The new EIN number that he obtained does have tax exempt status. However, he didn't mention that you must be able to afford the tax write-off. So you're probably like, Liz, what do you mean? Well, here's what I mean. It's called standard deductions, okay? If you're working poor or middle class, then you can't afford to write it off. Now, I'll elaborate. Now, there is something called standard deductions, okay? So a standard deduction, according to nerdwallet.com, and I'm going to put this link in the description box. You can read this for yourself. The standard deduction reduces your taxable income, okay? And then, okay, so pretty much it's like it lowers your income by one fixed amount, pretty much, okay? All right, so I will go forward now. If your contributions are not equal to or more than, you can't afford it. And I'll give an example, but first I'll preface it by saying that the average Umar supporters are Black single mothers. Their income falls into working poor, on welfare, or middle class. Now, I'm not saying this for all of us because I'm a sister myself, and I am not on welfare. I'm not working poor. By myself, I'm middle class, okay? But I'm not a single mother either. So, and I say that to pretty much give a disclaimer, because you have to give a disclaimer. This is not for everybody, but this is for his typical supporter. Not all of them, but most of them, he targets Black single mothers. Okay. So like I said, Black single mothers, their income falls into working poor, welfare, or middle class. So they're contributing anywhere from $5 to a few $100s when they can. Now, here's the example. By the end of the year, that doesn't equal the standard deduction amount. And let's talk about the standard deduction amount. Okay, so back on NerdWallet, right? So for 2019, if you were single, the standard deduction was $12,200. I can tell you right now, his average supporter is not giving that because they would fall into the Black single mother category. But let's just say that you happen to be married and filing jointly. You would get a $24,400 deduction. Married filing separately, it's a $12,200 deduction, same as single. And then head of household, you would get an $18,350 deduction. And that's just for 2019. And it goes up in 2020 for this year. Okay. Now, those are the standard deductions. So like I said, they are contributing anywhere from $5 to a few $100s. Okay. So let's just say, okay, so, and I mentioned that the standard deduction amount is the amount that the IRS automatically gives you. So say by the end of the year, you've donated $40. If your tax fund, and you want to write that $40 off, okay? Instead of taking the standard deduction, if you're trying to just write off something for FDMG, the $40 that you contributed by the end of the year, by not taking the standard deduction, you will owe money, okay? So your tax refund will be greatly reduced. You're probably going to go on okay, well, Liz, I'll do both. I'll write off. I'll do like an itemized deduction, and I will do the standard deduction. Okay, so let me just tell you what an itemized deduction is for those of you that don't know. So according to hnrblog.com, an itemized deduction. You can claim the standard deduction or an itemized deduction. To lower your taxable income, the standard deduction lowers your income by one fixed rate, or on the other hand, an itemized deductions, I'm going a little fast here because I'm trying to hurry up and get through it, are made up of a list of eligible expenses, okay? And charitable contributions pretty much, fall into that. And this is pretty much what rich people do. They'll donate a lot of money a lot of places, and they will write it off because standard deductions won't work for them because it's too low of an amount to write off. And the more that you write off, the more money you save, the less money that you have to pay to the IRS in taxes. But for working poor or middle class people, that doesn't work. Your best bet is just to take the standard deduction. Okay. So, like I said, you're probably going I'll do both. Okay. That's not possible. Now, listen, even though there's going to be a line provided for you to enter the IRS, the IRS, they won't allow you to do both. So in essence, like I said, charitable contributions and tax write-offs are for upper middle class or rich people only. Also, there is an issue of record keeping, because Umar Johnson, he can't even remember his lies, and everything else he does is unorganized. So do you really think that he's keeping, records of who contributes to him? Now, there are other ways that you can kind of do this. When you do a write-off, according to smartaboutmoney.org, if you donate by check, cash, or some other monetary gift, you must provide written communication such as a bank record, payroll deduction records, or written acknowledgement from the tax-exempt organization with your return. The written proof must include the name of the organization. So here's the thing. If you're just cash apping him, or you're calling that number that he gives out over and over and over again, and you can't get a hold of him, good luck getting back the written proof that you must include, which includes the name of the organization. You're not going to be able to get it. So where you're sending it to his P.O. box, if he doesn't send you back something, and he's gotten a lot of micro donations from a lot of people, and he has not kept track of them, and he's still getting, donations, gifts. He's not keeping track of that. So here's the thing. You may just have to accept the fact that you're being scammed, or you better try really hard to get in touch with that man to get that tax exempt write-off. Other than that, I really don't know what to tell you. I'm pretty sure it's not going to happen, but that's really all I had to say. So let me know what you guys think down below. Thanks for clicking on Liz the One TV. I'm your girl, Liz the One. Like, share, subscribe. Peace.